Second major league start, and the Mets got 7 innings from a guy not named David Peterson, which was certainly a breath of fresh air.
What happens when an offense that's been smoldering for weeks finally erupts into a full-blown inferno? You get a night like last night. 21 hits, 12 runs, an absolute fireworks show. But the biggest question in baseball is always, can you do it again? Welcome, folks, to Baseball Extra. Tonight, we're not just watching a game. We're watching the New York Mets try to prove that their recent power surge isn't a fluke, but the new standard. They're coming off a massive win, but now they face their division rivals, the Atlanta Braves, for a crucial second game. The Bats were alive last night, but the story tonight might just hinge on the man on the mound, Clay Holmes, who is looking for a major comeback performance. Can the Mets' red-hot offense back him up and secure another dominant victory? Stick with us as we break down every pitch, every hit, and every game-changing moment. This is more than just a game. It's a statement. Let's get into it. All right, let's set the scene here on Baseball Extra. Before we dive into the first pitch, it's essential to understand the context. The Mets offense has been on another level since August 10th. We're talking about a team ops that is, get this, over 100 points higher than any other team in baseball during that stretch. That is simply staggering. But here's the catch. Their record in that span is a mere 5-6. It's a classic story of incredible hitting being undermined by inconsistent pitching and missed opportunities. Last night was different. They got a fantastic start from the rookie Nolan McLean, who went 7 strong innings. That was a huge sigh of relief for a bullpen that has been working overtime. Tonight, all eyes are on Clay Holmes. We saw a dominant version of Holmes in the first 2 months of the season, a guy who looked like a true anchor in this rotation. Lately, however, the walks have been piling up, causing his pitch count to skyrocket and forcing early exits. His performance tonight is a massive X factor. Can he command the strike zone and give the Mets the quality start they desperately need? On the other side, the Braves are sending out Cal Quantrill. He's a savvy veteran who knows how to keep hitters off balance. He isn't going to overpower you, but he'll mix his pitches and live on the corners. The Mets' game plan has to be patience. They need to force him into the zone and capitalize on his mistakes, just like they did last night. And here we go, top of the first. The Mets are looking to pick up right where they left off. After a quick out, they get a walk and a single. Just like that, runners on first and second with 2 down for Jeff McNeil. This is the exact scenario we just talked about, an early opportunity to strike. The Mets tied a season high with 21 hits last night, and a remarkable 8 of those hits came with men in scoring position, driving in 11 of their 12 runs. That's clutch hitting. McNeil steps in. Quantrill deals. And it's a hard-hit ground ball, but right at the second baseman. It's handled cleanly on one hop, and he's thrown out at first. A promising start to the inning ends with 2 runners stranded. For Quantrill and the Braves, that's a huge win. He bent but didn't break, and that can give a pitcher a ton of confidence early on. Now we head to the bottom of the first. Clay Holmes takes the mound, and the key for him is a clean, efficient inning. Let's look at his numbers coming in. 10 wins, 6 losses, a 3.6 ERA. Those numbers are solid, but they don't tell the whole story of his recent struggles, especially with his control. He starts strong, getting the first 2 Braves hitters out quickly. 2 up, 2 down. This is the version of Holmes the Mets need. Now, Acuna Jr. steps up to the plate. He grounds one sharply down the third baseline, heading for the corner. But what a play. Brett Baty makes a fantastic running grab behind the bag, plants, and fires a laser across the diamond to Pete Alonso for the out. A beautiful defensive play to end the inning. That's a pitcher's best friend right there, and a perfect, confidence-boosting start for Clay Holmes. No score after 1. We move to the top of the 3rd inning, still scoreless. This is where the Mets' offensive pressure starts to build again. Francisco Lindor leads things off and lines a sharp single the other way. That's a base hit, and folks, that extends his hitting streak to 11 games. Lindor has been the engine for this team, and he's on board to start another rally. Next up is Juan Soto, whose plate discipline is legendary. Sure enough, he works a full count and draws a walk. That's his 101st walk of the season, an incredible number. So now the Mets have the first 2 men on with nobody out, and the big man, Pete Alonso, striding to the plate. This is a prime run-scoring opportunity. And look at this. On the first pitch to Alonso, they take off. It's a double steal. The catcher's throw goes to third, but it's not even close. Linder and Soto are in there safely. An absolutely brilliant and aggressive piece of base running. They are putting immense pressure on Quantrill. Linder had 2 stolen bases last night, and he's just showing off his speed and baseball IQ here. Now, with runners at second and third, and still nobody out, the infield has to come in. The pressure is on Alonso to just put the ball in play. He hits a ground ball to the right side. The runners have to hold. The throw goes to first for the out. It's the first out, but a major opportunity missed to get a run home. That brings up Mark Vientos, who had a hit his first time up. The infield is still in. Quantrill needs a strikeout here, and he gets it. Vientos goes down swinging on a high fastball. A massive strikeout for Quantrill, and that's the second out. He is pitching with his back against the wall and making big pitches when it counts. 2 outs now, runners still at second and third. The infield can move back to normal depth. It really feels like the Mets might let another golden opportunity slip away. But you can't forget about Jeff McNeil. He steps in, representing the go-ahead run. Quantrill deals the first pitch, and McNeil rockets one. Deep down the right field line. Is it fair? IT stays fair. That ball is out of here. A 3-run home run for Jeff McNeil. He absolutely crushed that ball, hitting the stitches off of it. What an at-bat. After 2 straight missed chances by his teammates, McNeil comes through with the biggest swing of the night. He saw a first-pitch fastball he could handle, and he did not miss it. That gives the Mets a 3-0 lead and completely changes the energy in this ballpark. That, right there, is how a red-hot offense operates. Even when you think you have them cornered, someone steps up and delivers a knockout blow. What a fantastic piece of hitting. This is a key moment in our Mets versus Braves recap. So, the Mets are riding high on a 3-0 lead thanks to the Jeff McNeil home run. But the Braves are a championship-caliber team. They're not going to just roll over. In the bottom of the third, they get their first base runner as Alvarez smacks a 1-out double. He's been filling in for the injured Austin Riley and has been swinging a hot bat. Next up, Vidal Bruggen hits a chopper down the first baseline. Pete Alonso makes a tremendous diving stop to his right. He's on his back but scrambles to his feet to try and make the play. He flips it to Holmes covering the bag, but Holmes can't secure the catch and the ball drops. Everybody is safe. Herculean effort from Alonso, but they just couldn't complete the play. That puts runners on the corners with 1 out. It's a tough break, and you can see the frustration on Holmes' face. So, runners at the corners, and the batter hits a fly ball to shallow left field. Starling Marte comes charging in. Alvarez tags up at third. He's going to challenge Marte's arm. Marte makes the catch and fires a rocket towards home plate. The throw is on a perfect line. The tag is applied. He's out. What a throw by Starling Marte. An absolute laser beam from the outfield to cut down the run at the plate. That is a game-saving, momentum-killing defensive play. It had to be a perfect throw to get him, and it was. That ends the inning and keeps the Braves off the scoreboard. An unbelievable highlight that keeps the Mets' 3-0 lead intact. But the trouble for Clay Holmes isn't over. He comes out for the fourth and immediately walks the first 2 batters he faces. This has been the issue that has plagued him against the Braves all year. 15 walks in his previous 13 innings against them. The lack of control puts him right back in jeopardy. A ground ball is hit to second, a potential double play ball. McNeil fields it, but the runner slides in hard, just beating the throw. After a review, the call is overturned. He's safe. The bases are now loaded with nobody out. Holmes put himself in this jam, and now the Braves are in business, threatening to blow this game wide open. A fly ball to right center is caught on the warning track. It's deep enough for a sacrifice fly, and the runner from third tags and scores. The Braves are on the board. It's 3-1. The next batter hits a slow dribbler right in front of the plate. Holmes charges in, but his only play is to first. He gets the out, but another run scores from third. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Holmes was able to limit the damage to 2 runs, but he had to labor through that inning. The hits that scored the runs weren't hit hard at all. The damage was done by the walks. He escapes, but the lead is now down to just 1. We head into the middle innings, and it's a tight 3-2 game. After the chaos of the third and fourth, both pitchers seem to settle into a rhythm. The fifth inning goes by quietly for both sides. Now, let's talk about a significant milestone for Clay Holmes. He's heading out to pitch the sixth inning. Believe it or not, he hasn't pitched through the sixth inning of a game since way back on June 7th. Getting through this inning would be a massive step forward for him and a huge help for the Mets bullpen. He gets the first out, then the second out. He's looking sharp, pounding the zone. The next Braves hitter swings at the first pitch and lines one into the gap in center field. It looks like a sure double. But here comes Tyrone Taylor. He lays out in a full extension dive and makes a spectacular catch. An incredible inning-ending play. The dugout erupts. That's the second defensive gem behind Holmes tonight, and it helps him get through 6 complete innings. He gave up 2 runs, but he battled, he grinded, and he gave his team a quality start when they needed it most. That's a gutsy performance from Clay Holmes. Welcome back to Baseball Extra, where the Mets are clinging to a 3-2 lead as we enter the 7th inning. And this, folks, is where the game went from a tense nail-biter to an absolute demolition. The Braves bring in their reliever, Dylan Lee, who has been phenomenal this season. But the Mets offense was waiting for him. Juan Soto leads off, and you guessed it, draws another walk. He leads all of baseball in walks for a reason. That brings up Pete Alonso. Lee delivers the pitch, and Alonso gets all of it. He launches one high and deep down the right field line. It's heading toward the foul pole, and it stays just fair. Gone. A 2-run blast for the polar bear. I didn't think it had enough to get out off the bat, but Pete is just so strong. He muscled that ball over the fence to extend the lead to 5-2. The crowd is going wild, but they're not done yet. The very next batter is Mark Vientos. First pitch from Lee. Crack. Vientos sends one flying deep to left field, and that one is a no-doubter. Back-to-back home runs. The Mets are exploding. Vientos gets his first of the night, and it's now 6-2 New York. The Braves are stunned. Dylan Lee is greeted with a walk and 2 consecutive homers. And it's about to get worse. Starling Marte, the hero with the golden arm earlier, steps to the plate. He swings, and he drives one to left. That's got a chance. And it's gone. 3 home runs in the inning. The Mets have gone back-to-back-to-back. Starling Marte with his 8th of the year, and the lead swells to 7-2. This is one of the most incredible Mets offensive highlights of the season. An absolute onslaught. But wait, there's more. We jump ahead to the next inning. Mark Vientos comes up to bat again, and he does it again. He crushes one to deep left center. It's off the wall. No, it's over the wall. His second home run of the night. Mark Vientos is having a career game. It is now 8-2 Mets. And to put the cherry on top, the man who started it all, Jeff McNeil, comes up later. He already has a 3-run homer tonight. He gets a pitch he likes, and he drives it deep to right field. Back it goes. Gone. A 2-homer game for Jeff McNeil. That is the 6th home run of the night for the New York Mets. They have completely and utterly dismantled the Braves' bullpen. It is 9-2, and this game is officially a rout. After that breathtaking display of power, we head to the top of the ninth. The Braves are down to their final out. The pitch comes in, swinging a miss. Strike 3, and that's the ball game. The New York Mets win it for the 2nd straight night with a final score of 9-2. What a performance. This was a complete team victory. They got a gritty, gutsy start from Clay Holmes. They played spectacular, game-changing defense, highlighted by that incredible throw from Starling Marte. And the offense. What more can you say? 6 home runs. Jeff McNeil was the star of the show, giving the Mets early lead with a 3-run homer and adding another one late. Mark Vientos had a breakout performance with 2 long balls of his own. Pete Alonso and Starling Marte joined the home run party as well. This was the definition of an offensive explosion. They didn't just win. They made a statement. They showed that the power is real. And when they get solid pitching, they are one of the most dangerous teams in baseball. A truly dominant effort from start to finish. So, what's the biggest takeaway from a night like this? It's momentum. For the 2nd night in a row, the Mets have proven they can go toe-to-toe with the best in the division and come out on top. The pitching was solid, the defense was stellar, and the bats were absolutely electric. This is the kind of baseball that fans have been waiting to see consistently. This team is clicking at the perfect time, And games like this build a special kind of confidence that can carry you forward. It was a spectacular game to watch and an even better one to break down. And that'll do it for us here on Baseball Extra. If you enjoyed this in-depth Mets vs. Braves recap and want to see more detailed analysis of every game, make sure to hit that like button down below. It really helps the channel out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Baseball Extra and ring that notification bell so you never miss another breakdown. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.